A very warm welcome to each of you joining us here in person or virtually. Please stand as you are able and join in the singing of our opening hymn, Let Us Go Now to the Banquet.
Welcome to St. Stephen's Lutheran Church. I am Pastor Ritva Williams, and we are a reconciling in Christ congregation that welcomes all people and is learning to become anti-racist. We gather here within the traditional homelands of the Bokoje, Meskwaki, and Sauk nations, weakened by war, disease, dependency on trade goods, and debts they could not pay. These nations were pressured into ceding these lands to the United States of America and forcibly removed to reservations in Kansas and Nebraska. To avoid this fate, some Meskwaki went into hiding until they were able to return to Tama County in 1857, where they began the process of buying back their homeland and rebuilding their nation. We seek to honor them and their love of this land by the way we conduct ourselves. Please be seated for some announcements. First, accolades, rose bouquets, yays! First, to the team who did the crop walk, and I think from the photograph there, I see Will and Carol Butts and Diane Daubenmeyer and Gail and Dan Husman and Mara Lee and the little doggy, Boudica, that's it, Boudica. Anyway, so Dennis and Luke Johnson were there too, though they weren't in that photograph. So thank you for representing us in the crop walk. That was really wonderful. And also, pardon? Mickey, oh good heavens. Yes, Mickey. Not in the photograph. I think we did manage to get you in the bulletin. And if, yes, I have Mickey Wu in there. Okay, thank you. Awesome, we appreciate that. The other great accolades go to all the folks who organized and pulled together our Oktoberfest yesterday. Is it too early to have any report on the results? Yes, please.
Good morning, everybody. So, I don't know about you, but we thought yesterday was pretty fabulous. It was fun, and it was chilly and breezy, but, you know, our hearts were warmed with each other and food and drink. It was a great day, and it couldn't have happened without so many people volunteering in so many different ways. So I thank you so very much for all of your your hard work and hours that people spent with us, both preparing and then taking down yesterday. And then I wanted to just also, this was a fundraiser, but also it was meant to just bring people together and get to know each other a little bit better, and I think we accomplished that as well. And I did look at our expenses and our income, and it looks like we've raised about $2,000.
Bravo!
So-
Bravo!
Not too shabby, so thank you all for your participation.
Thank you, Deanne, for organizing this event. It was good. It was very good. Okay, so things that are happening today. Yesterday, this group, the Vocal Artists of Iowa, had their concert in Iowa City, and the Husmans were there, and they told me it was awesome. Dan, do you want to say something about it? Okay, you come and give a pitch for this.
Okay, Gail and I had a chance to attend the concert last night in Iowa City, and we both implore you to go today if you weren't able to make it to Iowa City. It's an amazing concert. Gail mentioned afterwards, I don't know how they keep outdoing themselves. But the first half is a set of performances that the high school choirs are going to perform at state contest. There's also a creepy surprise in there. And and then the second half is some amazing gospel music that will just get you rocking in your seat and give you goosebumps and really get you inspired. And there's a solo in there that's absolutely amazing. So please, please go to First Lutheran today at 3 o'clock. You won't regret it.
Thank you, Dan.
And you get to see Lynn and Leslie and Sarah Lone and who?
Rachel Brolin, our
Yeah,
sub.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so a number of our St. Stephen's folk are involved in Vocal Artists of Iowa. David Haas, who is on the screen there, of course, is our former music director. He is the founder and, maestro, the guy who organizes this event. So we like to promote it, and so you heard Dan. It's going to be good. You have seen probably in our e-news a little title that says Your Voice Matters, and this is about the engagement survey. And there's a little bit of an article in the bulletin about this. If you have not yet completed this survey, a number of people have. I think last week our numbers were in the 20s. There is a link in the e-news, in Realm, in the Facebook group, and an email was sent to everybody last week with the link. So if you've not yet completed this survey, check all of those places. If you can't find it, call us at the office and we'll send you the link again. This survey is the first of a series that the council will be running over the next year, in turn intended to get a deeper understanding of what this congregation wants to do, does best, needs to improve, and how it serves our mission. You can see the names of people who identified themselves last week. You can see we had 104 views. These are incredible numbers. We are very grateful. We're very grateful for your support, for your prayers, and as I've said over and over, we'd like to get to know you. So please comment on Facebook, send an email, or best yet, stop by in person sometime. And this morning, our stewardship chair, Emma Israel, has a message to share with us.
Good morning. So when we talk about stewardship, the first thing that many people think about is financial support of the church. And while that is important, it is certainly not the only aspect of stewardship. It's also important that we support the church through our giving of our time and talents, that it takes a lot of volunteers to do the ministry that we do here. There's the people that we see on Sunday morning, so people like our ushers, our lectors, communion assistants, musicians. There's also a lot that goes on behind the scenes. We have the ministers of the table who bake our communion bread and ensure that everything's set up for communion. We have the people who are in the sound booth, people who make coffee and provide treats for fellowship time, people who keep the little free pantry filled, the counters who count our offering and take it to the bank, and all those who serve on our council and on committees, as well as volunteers for special events like the Oktoberfest yesterday or the crop walk. We also had volunteers who helped with the demolition of the old kitchen and bathrooms, which saved us quite a bit of money on our renovation costs. So my message this morning is very simple. It's just a thank you to everyone who is currently volunteering for any of these positions and for the other things that I'm sure are going on behind the scenes that I have left out. And I would also invite everyone, if you're not currently volunteering or if you'd like to get more involved, please consider ways that you could do that. There's lots of different opportunities. One of the simplest ways is just assisting in worship. There's a sign-up sheet right out in the narthex for ushers, lectors, communion assistants. It's a really easy way to start getting involved. But if that's not your cup of tea, there's many other opportunities, and just encourage everyone to think about how you could use your time and talents to help support St. Stephen's. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. And just two little reminders. Immediately following this service, I will do kind of an update on the status of the congregation. We have all the September financial numbers and stuff. So I'd like to just update us on that. And to remind you all the commitments that are received by midnight, October 22nd, will be entered into a drawing for a fabulous prize, and you don't want to miss out on that chance. Okay? If there are no other announcements at this time, going once, going twice, going twice. Okay, we will begin worship with confession and forgiveness.